Dear students, in our previous video, we see about the characteristics of the DC generators. That means no load characteristics and load characteristics. So no load characteristics means OCC characteristics, and the load characteristics means internal characteristics and external characteristics. So in this video, we will see about the parallel operation of the DC generator. So before going to the parallel operation of the DC generator, first let us see the what are the conditions we have to fulfill for connecting the any generators in parallel. So what are the conditions? The first one is the incoming generator's voltage should be same as the bus bar voltage, and the second one is the positive terminal and the negative terminal of the generator must be connected to the positive terminal and the negative terminal of the bus bars, and similarly the equalizing bars should be maintained for compound and series generators. And coming to the fourth point, the individual EMFs of the generator should be preferably same. So we have to follow these conditions for making the parallel operation of the DC generator. So why we go for the parallel operation of the DC generator? Why means it has some advantages. So what are those advantages means? So many advantages are there. Among those, some major advantages of the parallel operations of the DC generators are service continuity. Service continuity. That means we have, if you connect the so many generators in parallel, if there is any damage to the any one generator, then we can provide the service for the customers from the remaining generators. So that's why there will be a service continuity. And coming to the second advantage is efficient working. We providing the service continuous service, that is meaning itself indicates that we can that can be working very efficiently. And coming to the third point, repair facility. That means if you connect the so many generators in parallel, and if any one generator gets damaged, so if you want to make repair, just we remove that particular generator from that system and we can repair that one, and up to that we can maintain the service from the remaining system itself. So the repairing facility is also doesn't disturbs anything. And similarly extension facility, suppose if you want to extend the generator for further extension, then also we simply bring the generator and connect the parallel to that existing system. So the extension facility also very simple, and standby unit capacity reduces. That means by providing the services by using the single system is very difficult when compared with the so many systems. That means that is the that is the meaning of the standby unit capacity will be reduces for the parallel operation of the DC generators. So what are the generators we are connected in parallel? So normally we have the DC generators in three types of DC generators: DC shunt generators, and DC series generators, and DC compound generators. So these three generators we will connected to the parallel connection, but the condition is same type of generators must be connected for connecting. That means for one DC shunt generator and one DC series generator is not connected parallel for any operation. For any operation, we have to connect the same type of generators. If you want to connect the DC shunt generators, the second generator also must be DC shunt generator. And similarly, if you want to connect the DC series generator in parallel, then the second generator must be a DC series generator, like that. So the how we can connect the all DC generators in parallel. So first we consider the parallel operation of the DC shunt generator. So here two DC generators are there and those two are connected in parallel. How we can say that these are the DC shunt generators? In the DC shunt generators, the field winding and the armature both are connected in parallel. That's why the generator is called as the DC shunt generator. And such type of generator is connected in parallel with the another DC shunt generator. So this is the connection for the parallel operation of the DC shunt generator. And coming to the DC series generator, this DC series generators also connect in parallel. And how we tell that these are the DC series generators means, in the DC series generators, the armature winding and the series field winding both are connected in series. And if you connect the series DC series generators in parallel, there will be one problem. However, we see that problem in the next slide. So to eliminate that problem, we can provide the equalizing bar. So this is also we see in the next slide, next upcoming slides. So connection of the DC compound generators. In the DC compound generators, we have two types of windings. What are those two types of windings? Series winding and shunt winding. So here also we have the series winding for the generator. So that's why here also we can face one problem. So to eliminate that problem, we go for the equalizing bar connections. So in order to identify the problem I told here, so I can go one topic. The topic is nothing but load sharing in the parallel operation. Load sharing in the parallel operation. So what is that operation means? For the reliable operation explanation, I consider the two DC compound generators. So how we say these are the DC compound generators? The DC compound generators consisting of the two windings, that is the field winding and series winding. So here we have the one series winding and the field winding. Such type of DC generators are connected in parallel. So for this operation, consider the one instance, that means the generator G1 takes the increasing sharing of the load, then the field current in the series winding will be increases. The field current in the series winding will be increases. As a result, the generated EMF in the generator G1 also increases. So, as a result, the field current in the generator G2 will be decreases. So, as a result, the EMF developed in the generator G2 will be decreases. If this process will be continuously going, then what happen? The generator 1 takes the entire load and the generator 2 doesn't take the any load. That's why the generator G2 can be acts as a motor, and there will be a possibility of the operation of the circuit breaker, and then the generator G2 will be terminated from the bus bar connections by activating the circuit breaker. So our parallel operation intention will be stopped. So in order to overcome, we have to maintain the equal sharing of the load. Equal sharing of the load. For equal sharing of the load, we can use one conductor of the low resistance and connect between the two ends of the armature windings. So this equalizing bar makes the equal sharing of the load. Equal sharing of the load. How means? Suppose when the generator G1 increases, due to the sharing of the load increases, this current also passes through the equalizing sharing of the load increases. So because of the sharing, that sharing current will be passes through the equalizing bar itself. Therefore the current will shared by the series field winding of the generator. In this way, the equalizing bar will be reduces the or eliminates the parallel operation failure while dealing with the DC series generators and DC compound generators. So with this, we complete our second unit. Thank you.